I'm pretty sure that you remember Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Once, Pokemon Red and Blue had remakes called Fire and Leaf Green. Gold and Silver had Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So here are my ideas for the remakes of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I want the Pokemon to be found in the same location as they were in Emerald, except the fact that the Pokemon that were in Ruby and Sapphire but not in Emerald should return. And the Pokemon that were in Ruby but not Sapphire should also return in Ruby. And the Pokemon that were in Sapphire but not in Ruby should return in Sapphire. And after you beat the Elite Four and upgrade your Pokédex, there will be new Pokemon, which I'll get to later. The story is similar to Emerald, but just like in the Game Boy Advance versions of Ruby and Sapphire, Team Aqua is evil in the Sapphire remake, and Team Magma is evil in the Ruby remake. Their teams should change. They should also have Coughings, Wheezings, Grimers, Mucks, Abras, Cadabras, Machops, and Machokes, just like Team Rocket. They should also have Gulpin, Swalot, Beautifly, Dustox, Absol, and Cacturne. Now, here's a list of Pokemon that I want to be on Teams Aqua and Magma. Pause to see it. Also, just like in Pokemon Black and White, there should be some areas where the camera angle changes, especially on Cycling Road and Mount Pier and Sky Pillar. Also, just like in Ruby and Sapphire, you shouldn't access Sky Pillar until after you beat the Elite Four, which there are new Pokemon there, which I'll also get to later, and you should be able to evolve Magneton and Nosepass into Magnezone and Probopass there. Now, because you can use Rock Smash before defeating Watson, you'll be able to access Route 112 before you beat Watson, but the fiery path is blocked off by Team Aqua or Magma Grunt, not just the ski lift. It should also make it so Trapinch only appears in the upturned earth areas, and occasionally an underleveled Vibrava. Someone gave me the suggestion of the whole Vibrava thing, but I thought of the Trapinch thing myself. In Pedalboard Woods, the moving grass areas should sometimes make an underleveled Vigoroth appear. I also never understood why the heck they never gave any Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon to the people of the SS title and the last area of the Trick House, even in Emerald. Well, not counting the first and second generation Pokemon that are in the Hoendex. I'm talking about the ones that aren't. I mean, you can't see them until after you upgrade your Pokédex, so why can't you face them there? For example, one of the sailors below deck in the SS title should have a Poliwrath, and one of the cool trainers from the Trick House should have a Glameow, or whatever Pokemon. Now, you know about the gateways from the other Pokemon games? There should be gateways in these games too. They should have the same music as in Black and White. Here's where they should be. They should be between Route 102 and Petalburg City, between Petalburg City and Route 104, between Route 115 and Rustboro City, between Rustboro City and Route 116, between Routes 110 and 103, between Routes 110 and Slateport City, between Routes 117 and Verdanturf Town, between Maulville City and Route 111, between Route 111 and 112, between Route 111 and 113, between Route 118 and Route 123, between Route 118 and 119, and between Route 119 and Fortree City. Now let's talk about the gym leaders. Roxanne, Norman, Winona, Tate, and Lisa should have the same team as in Ruby and Sapphire, while Brawly, Watson, Flannery, and Juan have the same teams as in Emerald. I don't know how the gym puzzles should change though. Brawly's Machop should now know Low Sweep instead of Seismic Toss. Watson's Pokemon now know Volt Switch instead of Shockwave. Instead of Takedown, Flannery's Numel should know Flame Burst. The Elite Four should have the teams they did in Emerald, with a few changes. But Steven should be the champion again, and you should be able to face the Elite Four in any order you want, just like in Black and White, as long as you face Steven last. The Elite Four's Pokemon should now be levels 47 to 53, but Steven's Pokemon should be the same level. After you defeat the Elite Four, your Pokédex will be upgraded, but not only will you be able to meet Kanto and Johto Pokemon, but you'll also be able to meet Sinnoh and Unova Pokemon. You can also go to the Lily Cove Hotel where you can re-challenge the gym leaders as well as your own rival and even Wally. When you face Wally on Victory Road, he still has Kirlia instead of Gardevoir, but when you face him in Lily Cove Hotel, it'll be a Gallade instead. Now, here are the teams of the gym leaders, your rival, and Wally. Please pause the video to see their teams. This is what the Elite Four's new team should be. Again, pause the videos to show the teams. After you defeat the Elite Four and upgrade your Pokédex, some trainers in Match Call should have cross-generation evolution Pokemon. For example, Aroma Lady Rose and Pokemon Breeder Lydia should now have Roserade instead of Roselia. You can also face triple battles. If 3 trainers see you at a time, you'll face a triple battle, and after you win, one of them will step backwards 1 step so you can move. Remember the Frontier Brains? You should be able to face them in double battles and or triple battles depending on what you choose. They also have new teams. Here they are. Again, pause the video. Now here are some of the Pokemon locations. Scott should give you one of the 3 Kanto starters after you get the Gold Frontier symbols. Ekans swarms in Route 112, Diglett swarms in Grand Cave, Clefairy is found in the new area of Meteor Falls, Growlithe is in the new area of Mount Pier, Drowsy is found in the swarm in Route 114, Mr. Mime swarms in Route 120, Scyther, Tauros, Skorupi, Carnivine, and Croagunk appear in the Safari Zone, Eevee can be traded for Glalie in the Battle Frontier, Snorlax is sleeping in Route 102. In order to wake it up, get the Pokeflip from Scott in the Battle Frontier. Unknown is in the new area of the Untitled Chapter after beating the Elite Four. Burmese swarms in Pedalboard Woods. Pachirisu swarms in Route 110. Pink Shellos swarm in Route 114 while blue ones swarm on Route 128. Baneri swarms in Route 114. Glameow swarms in Route 114 in Ruby, and Stunky swarms in Route 114 in Sapphire. Bronzor is in the new area of New Marvel. Chatot should be in really tall grass that can only be accessed after waking up Snorlax. To get Spiritomb, get the Odd Keystone as a prize in the Battle Frontier and use it to activate the Strange Well at Route 123 to find Spiritomb. Cynthia gives you a Pokemon egg that hatches into a Gibble in the Battle Frontier. Hippopotas swarms on Route 111. Lucario is found at the Sky Pillar, and Snover is found at the new area of Shoal Cave. What about the legendary Pokemon? Well, besides the Pokemon that are already in Generation 3, the others should only be found after beating the Elite Four. Articuno is in Shoal Cave, Zapdos is in New Mauville, Moltres is in Mount Chimney Summit, Mewtwo is in Victory Road, Suicune is roaming around the eastern water routes of Hoenn between Lily Cove and Slateport, Entei is west of Route 120 and above Mauville. Raikou is roaming around the southwest part of Hoenn, west of Route 118 and below Route 111. Lugia is in the Marine Cave, Ho-Oh is in the Terra Cave, Uxie is on Route 123, Mesprit's on Route 104, Azov's on Route 114, Dialga is somewhere around Rustboro City, Palkia is somewhere around Moss Deep City. They don't mean any harm, they only want to challenge the player somewhere near the city but not close enough to damage it. Heatran's on Jag Pass, specifically the area where Team Magma's hideout used to be in Pokemon Emerald. Regigigas should appear in the Sealed Chamber after you get all 3 Regis. Giratina should be found on the summit of Mount Pier. Cresselia should be on Full Moon Island, which by the way is a new place accessed by the SS title. Here's where you should find the new TMs. Honeclaws and Embargo should be on the SS title. Psyshock, Venoshock, Telekinesis, Round, Will-O-Wisp, Fling, Thunderwave, Swords Dance, Bulldoze, Frost Breath, Rock Slide, Swagger, and Substitute should be purchasable at the Battle Frontier. Smackdown and Poison Jab should be in the Safari Zone. Low Sweep should be in Dewford Town. Echoed Voice should be in Rustdorf Tunnel. Alley Switch, Mount Pier, specifically where you'll find Skill Swap. Focus Blast and Giga Impact, Lily Cove Department Store. Energy Ball is given to you by the girl on Route 123, specifically the one that gave you Giga Drain. False Swipe, Route 122. Scald is given to you by Leader Juan. Charge Beam is found in New Mauville. Skydrop is in Fortree City. Incinerate is in Route 105. Quash is in the enemy hideout. Acrobatics is in Route 119. Explosion is given to you the person who once was the move tutor who taught you Explosion in the Pokemon Center and Pacific Log. Shadow Claws on Mount Pier. Payback is in Verdant Turf. Retaliate is given to you by the person who once taught you Metronome in Pokemon Emerald. Rock Polish, Rustboro City. Flash is given to you by the hiker who gave you flashes in HM. Stone Edge is on Victory Road. Volt Switch replaces Shockwave as the TM that Watson gives out. Gyro Ball is given to you instead of Steel Wing by Steven. Struggle Bugs in Pedalboard Woods. X Scissors in Verdant Turf. Dragon Tails in Meteor Falls. Workups in Pedalboard. Dream Eaters in Moss Deep. Grass Knots given to you by the boy in the north part of Route 104 who used to give you Bullet Seed. Flux on Route 118. U-turns on Route 123. Flash Cannon, Meteor Falls. Trick Room, Slateport Market. Wild Charge, Route 118. Rock Smash, talk to the guy in Mauville. Alright, I'm done with my rant on the TMs. The Mart should also be part of the Pokemon Centers just like in Black and White, and the Pal Park should be in the Battle Frontier. Now these are just my suggestions. I don't know if Game Freak will take them, but I'm just expressing my opinion. Well, that ends another of my videos, and I'll see you later.